Alright guys, it finally happened. We moved, we left the house that we had lived in for 5 years that you guys knew so well, that we loved so much, and now I'm currently sitting in our new living room surrounded by boxes. This doesn't even like show you the full picture, okay? There are boxes in every single corner, bags everywhere, furniture just like spewed about. We have like artwork leaning on things. Like this house is absolutely packed, but I do really love it. And obviously I had my priorities straight and I got the Christmas tree out. Well, technically I told Ty to put the Christmas tree out. So now we have a tree and boxes everywhere. It didn't really make sense, but it had to be done because Christmas makes me happy and a little bit less stressed. But guys, the move has not been easy, so I have story times for you, okay? It has been a crazy last 72 hours, let me just tell you that. And it didn't help that the day we moved, listen, the weather had been so great every other day leading up to it. The day we moved is the day that Canada decided to have its first snowstorm of the year. So there is snow everywhere and Tumnus is loving it. He looks like a little bunny outside running around. He loves the new backyard. He's exploring everywhere and he's been looking in the fence at all of the neighbors, like through the little fence holes, because he's a little creep and he loves to do that. Before I tell you about everything that went wrong, I have to show you one thing that went right, okay? And this is such a millennial, adult, 32-year-old thing to be excited about, all right? But we have a high-tech microwave. I've never seen anything like it. So I'm gonna make my lunch and you can observe what we have in this kitchen now. Be wondering, Jessie, why aren't you cooking an amazing meal in your new kitchen using your gas range oven? And the answer to that is we almost died about 48 hours ago. But before I tell you that story, I'm gonna eat my meal using my wooden fork because I can't find our utensils right now. So I'm currently sitting in our new office, which I will decorate eventually. We just moved in. And guys, I will do kind of a house tour once we get settled a bit more. Right now, all you'll see is boxes, I promise. So let's get into some of the weird things that happened since moving in. The first thing is the very night that we got there, Tumnus was excited, he was sniffing, he was running around, and he went up to this one vent on the floor in kind of like the garage door area where our guest bathroom is, and he was just harmlessly sniffing the vent. And like I saw this whole thing because I was sitting cross-legged on the floor, I don't know, like 5 feet away from him. As he was sniffing this vent, it shot right out of the ground, hit him in the head, and then flew across the room. Like the literal floor vent went flying across our house, which was crazy. So I like screamed. Ty ran downstairs and he thinks it's like the pressure, the air pressure in the vent, because I believe the vent was turned off. So when like our heating came on, I guess it just flew out of the ground, which is so random and so strange. So that was the first weird thing we experienced. Then we have night 2. It's around midnight. Ty comes up to bed. I'm already like almost asleep and he goes, Jess, something smells really weird downstairs. It kind of smells like gas. And I'm not talking about fart gas, okay? Like not like stinky farts. I'm talking about like toxic like gas leaks in your house, kind of scary gas. So he was like, do you want to come downstairs and like see if you can smell something weird too? So I went down into the kitchen, I'm sniffing around, and yes, coming from our new gas oven, there's like a gassy smell, like something is leaking gas over there. And like we've never owned a gas oven. We've always had like electric stoves and stuff. So I was like, maybe that's like a normal thing. But then we opened up the actual door of the oven and all of this crazy gas just like pours out at our face. It smells like we're literally sniffing a gas nozzle at like a gas station. Like that's how strong it is. But it also kind of smells like rotten eggs. And I have heard like from like firefighters and stuff that if you ever smell like rotten eggs in your house and you're not cooking eggs at the time, that is very scary. Like get out of your house immediately, call 911, call the emergency services, because that means there's a gas leak in your house, which can cause a fire, an explosion, whatever, right? It's also really bad for your health. So Ty calls the emergency line. They arrive at like 1:32 in the morning. So like we're exhausted at this point. And they come in with these like machines or little devices that measure like the toxic gas. So they bring it up to the oven and it reads, I think like 200. I don't know know what the scale is or what these numbers mean, but the guy was like, oh yeah, there's a leak in here somewhere. Then he opens the oven, puts the device inside, and it reads like 700, and he was like, oh yeah, there's a gas leak inside this oven. And so he had to immediately like disconnect the oven. He had to cap the little gas nozzle valve, whatever it's called, to make sure that we're safe. And so now like the gas is like turned off or shut off or whatever, and so we were able to sleep safely. But I remember sitting in bed like before I fell asleep, and I like just started crying because I was like so overwhelmed, so scared. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like what if Ty like never smelled that? Or like what if he just came to bed and didn't notice it and something bad happened? You hear those houses exploding on the news, and like that could have been us if like we waited longer or if it filled up more. Like you just never know. So I'm glad that we're okay, and now we have to get that oven fixed. But that was like a really scary thing to happen on night 2 of being in our new house. So this is the first time that Tumnus has lived in a house with stairs. He's obviously been on stairs before and like gone to houses with stairs, but this is the first time in his life that he is living in a house that has 2 floors. So it's been really cute to like see him like sitting on the top of the stairs, like staring down at us. Like he owns this place. It's very adorable. This whole video is looking like a Home Depot ad, and I promise it's not. We just got all of our boxes from Home Depot. Okay, another unexpected thing that happened. I had no idea I was allergic to cats, okay? Why is that relevant? Because the previous owners of this house had like 4 cats, okay? Their house was filled with cats, and the cats went on every single floor, and the cats burrowed themselves in the carpet upstairs, and so there's cat hair permanently etched into the ground, and probably cat proteins and cells in the walls. That's not actually probably how it works. The cats, their very essence has been left. They've left a mark on this house. And so I thought that would be fine. We moved in, we cleaned, we actually got professional cleaners to come in. And so I was like, I'll be fine. No. Like 12 hours into it, my eyes were itching. My face was itching. I got little hives around my neck. My eyes are burning now, and there's nothing I could do. Like my nose itself is burning, my lungs are burning, and my tongue is a little bit itchy. So clearly I'm allergic to cats. It's actually kind of funny because even though we don't own cats and probably never will, there's little like cat doors all over the house in areas, and Tumnus like sticks his head into it. Obviously he can't fit, but he's like, what the heck is this tiny tunnel in these doors? I guess technically we have mini Coraline doors all over the house. Anyways though, if anyone has any advice on how I can get rid of these like remaining cat dander things around the house, please let me know, because I am struggling. I know it's not gonna last forever, because I'm sure like after months go by, like all of that dander kind of just dissipates, goes away. Science? So yeah, I'm a little bit worried. I do feel like my skin, I just want to crawl out of it because it's itching and burning so much, but it's gonna be fine. I definitely don't want it to seem like I'm complaining this entire video. I guess this sort of feels like my diary. Like my vlog is like a place where like I can vent, and like moving is stressful, you know? It's not easy at all. I feel like anyone who's been through this, like you're not exactly feeling like thrilled the first few days, okay? There's things that are always gonna go wrong, and like that's okay, and I know we're gonna get used to the house, and I know we're gonna love it, and I'm actually really excited to decorate, and I don't mind unpacking. Like I was unpacking all of our glasses and dishware and all the cupboards yesterday, and like I actually do find that kind of like relaxing. So like I know it's gonna be okay. It's just there's just things that I'm stressed about. Like the other day I was outside with Tumnus. He was in the backyard and he was mid poop, okay? Mid poop. And something startled him. He fell off a ledge, okay? And then ran over to the gate to our backyard. And he starts like barking and freaking out, and I'm like, what is going on? I walk over, our neighbor and her dog are on the other side of our fence, okay? They ran, I guess, onto our property. She must have been chasing him, and he was up in our backyard, and his snout was sticking through the fence. And so Tumnus freaked out, starts trying to like nip at him. Nothing goes wrong, don't worry, but like that was my first interaction with the neighbor. It's our dogs like fighting each other, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like I don't know what's going on, but I'm your neighbor, hello. And I was like, hello to you too. And like I hadn't done my makeup, my hair was like everywhere, I was wearing monkey pajamas, and I was just not ready. I was not ready. But everyone seems like really friendly around here from what Ty has told me, because he's met a lot of the neighbors. But anyways, we're just gonna try and get ourselves situated and sorted, and I'll definitely be back to give you guys some updates updates, and then I actually have the 2 or 3 story times I really want to tell you about our old house now that we've left. So stay tuned, and I love you guys so, so much, and I can't wait to take you on this new journey in our new house and exploring the area. And yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Don't worry. I'm trying not to worry. Okay, I'll see you guys in our next vlog. Bye.